Hello to omnes. Welcome to this video lesson. We're going to finish up the last section of chapter 11, Capitulum Octavum. So we had ended up at 117 last time. Albinus receives the money and he sells to Medus the ring for 90 sesterces. And we're picking up now at Medus se ad Lydiam vertit. Medus turns himself towards Lydia. Accipe hunc annulum ab amico tuo. Receive this ring from your boyfriend. Medus annulum indigito Lydiae ponet. Medus puts the ring on the finger of Lydia. In quo digito? On which finger? Indigito medio. On the middle finger. Now, if we look at this hand over in the margin, so the thumb, actually the Romans called pollex. The pointer finger or index finger was called primus or index. Index, our word index comes from index in Latin, which literally means pointer or indicator finger, right? All right, and then after the pointer finger is the digitus medius, the middle finger. And if you think about it, if you count the thumb as one of the 5 fingers, then you can see why that's the middle finger, right? And we call it that too. Digitus quartus, that's what we often call the ring finger, but they're calling it the 4th finger there in Latin. And then, of course, the small or little finger, that would be parvus digitus in Latin. All right, so back at 121, Medus says, Hic annulus ad digitum tuum non convenit. This ring does not fit onto your finger. So non convenit, we get convenient from that word. It means to come together, to meet. Now, if a thing is not meet, it doesn't fit, it's not proper, it's not fitting. That's an older English term to say something is meet or not meet, right? And essentially here, non convenit means does not fit. So this ring does not fit to your finger, onto your finger, whatever, something like that in English. Annulus nimis parvus est, the ring is too small. Aut digitus nimis magnus, or the finger is too big. Lydia says, O Medus, digitus medius nimis magnus est. The middle finger is too large. Pone annulum in digito quarto, put the ring on the 4th finger. Okay? And that again would be what we call the ring finger. Medus annulum indigito Lydiae quarto ponit. Medus places the ring onto the 4th finger of Lydia. So he places it on her ring finger, and we see her kind of appreciating that in the marginal picture. Annulus satis magnus est. The ring is big enough. Satis means enough. It's where we get satisfy and satisfaction. Et ad digitum convenit, and it fits onto or fits on her finger. Nam digitus quartus non tantus est quantus digitus medius. So there are those tantus quantus correlatives again. They work together just like the tom quam words earlier. For the 4th finger is not so big, so large, so great, tantus, as quantus, the middle finger. Lydia laeta digitum suum aspicit. Lydia, happy, looks at her finger. All right, aspicit, spectat, those are verbs for looking at in Latin. The spic or spec root, we get a lot of derivatives from that, like spectacle, spectator, and so on. Et amico suo osculum dat, and she gives a kiss to her boyfriend. Amico suo, of course, the dative case, to or for whom. Medus et Lydia a taberna abeunt. Medus and Lydia, go away from the shop. Abeunt is that compound of ab, meaning away, and then the eunt verb, which means go, right? It's the plural of go. So Medus and Lydia go away from the shop. Lydia, quae Romae habitat, medo, viam monstrat. Lydia, who lives at Rome. Now remember, Romae looks like a genitive or dative, but we say at Rome here because of the context. We call that a locative. Lydia, who lives at Rome, shows the way to Medas. Medo, again, a dative case. Again, give, show, or tell verbs tend to have a dative for the person to whom you show a thing, or give a thing, or tell a thing. Last paragraph. Albinus rursus clamat. Albinus again shouts, Ornamenta, ornamenta. Et alios viros pecuniosos, quorum amicae nulla aut pauca ornamenta habent, expectat. So, he shouts again, jewelry, pieces of jewelry, and he waits on, expectat, other rich men, alios viros pecuniosos, whose girlfriends, quorum amicae, have no or just a few pieces of jewelry, pauca ornamenta. So the nulla is the no, the pauca is the few. Both of those have the a endings because they're agreeing with ornamenta, which is the neuter plural for the pieces of jewelry. Okay, well that ends up our chapter 8. I hope you learned a few things here. We got the tantus quantus words. We had a lot of new vocabulary with onulus and gemma and digitus, the convenient word for fits. We talked about the different fingers in Latin. So, a lot of good stuff. Valete, till next time.